What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is just going to be a chill day, and we are going to be doing something with my valve cover. If you guys have seen any videos and how my valve cover looks like, it looks pretty damn bad and it's like chipping on the front. And so I want to go ahead and get that taken care of. I've been wanting to do it for quite a while now, ever since we put the JDC coils, and it looks really good. But it doesn't look good when the valve cover looks like in that condition. So I really want to take care of it because it's been kind of bothering me for quite a while now, and I really want to get that done. So we are going to be wrinkle blacking the valve cover, and also going to be changing the gasket because it's, you know, it's also leaking oil. So I'm going to be using the wrinkle black high temperature. I picked this up from Napa, so this is what we're going to be using. I also pick up the aircraft because we're also going to be removing the paint out of the valve cover. So this is how the valve cover looks like. If you guys haven't seen it, you can see it's chipping right off. It doesn't really help when you have rain coming through the vent and you get heat right here on the manifold, and then, you know, all the paint just comes right off. Now I did paint the valve cover like maybe a year and a half ago, and then 3 months later it started to just get ruined. So I really want to take care of it because it looks pretty bad and it doesn't look the greatest too. So first thing we gotta do, I'm gonna pop the coils off, remove the vent hose, move the cable out of the way, the O2 sensor plug out of the way, and then we can go ahead and start stripping the paint out, pressure wash it, cleaning everything, get it all prepped and ready, and then we can start out the procedure on painting the valve cover. So here is how the valve cover looks after stripping as much paint as possible. I didn't want to leave the paint remover on the valve cover too long because, one, it's not metal, but it is kind of metal-ish though, but it is magnesium. And so what happens is that if you were to leave the paint stripper on the valve cover, here for example, you can see here that is aiding the material over here as well too, and of course along over here too. So I kind of left it a little bit too long to where it kind of started eating the material, so ended up cleaning it as much as possible, just remove whatever paint that I can. So later down the future we may have to replace it if it gets worse, which probably is going to get worse over time, but we're just going to go ahead and just move on to painting the valve cover. I ended up degreasing, spray it down, and also use brake clean, and then now we're ready to go ahead and lay some paint. So there's 3 steps you got to do in order to get the wrinkle down perfectly. The first step you got to do is that you have to spray the valve cover vertical, and then next you got to do it horizontal, and the third you got to do angle spray. So 5 minutes in between. Right after that we'll let it sit for another 5 minutes, and then we can go ahead and dry the valve cover. Got those 2 nipples on the valve cover and here where the oil cap's sitting. Just got it all masked up. I'm gonna go ahead and just put more tape just to kind of make it nice and secure, that we don't get paint inside there, and then we can go ahead and start painting. You can see there is orange peel that is going on the valve cover. So now we can go ahead and dry the valve cover. There's 3 ways that you can do it. You can either, the first one you can do is that you can leave it outside and let the sun bake, which we barely have any sun. 2, we can use a heat gun and just go all around on the valve cover to get the wrinkle. And 3, throw them in the oven. So I never put them in the oven before. We're gonna go ahead and use the heat gun, go over the valve cover, and get the nice finishing touch, the wrinkle look. And I hope it does really come out good, because all my life I never did read the repair instruction on how to use the wrinkle paint. I hope it does come out nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then soon as it's all done, we'll cool it down, put a new valve cover gasket on, clean the cylinder head before we do, and then we should be good. Well, this has definitely not looking as what I expected to be. I was trying to touch the front part because it wasn't getting wrinkled, so I ended up spraying it like maybe 3-4 times layer, letting it cure, heating with the gun. Also did let it dry between 5 minutes every coat that I put, and didn't turn out how I wanted it to be, but it is what it is though. But here is how the center and the back part of the valve cover looks like. That's how it's supposed to look like. And here is the side. So that looks good. I kind of wish that I left the front part and just see how everything goes, but I don't know if putting the valve cover back on the engine and let the car run and let it heat will do anything better. It is a learning process, guys. You know, I still trying to learn how to do the wrinkle black. I know it's probably easy for anybody that could do it out there, and for me it wasn't. I mean, it did turn out great on some certain part of the valve cover, but you know, it's a learning process, learning experience. Pretty sure the next time we're gonna do a wrinkle paint on anything, it might might be better after that though. I'm actually very pleased of how the valve cover looks, better than how it was before, so I can't really argue with that. And I'm pretty sure in the future this section here on the valve cover is gonna peel off anyways due to the rain and the heat where the manifold is, because that's where the closest heat is gonna get hitting on the valve cover, so the paint is gonna get taken off. So I am definitely looking forward to do powder coat in the near future, but like I said, depending on how long this valve cover is gonna last due to the fact that the magnesium are breaking. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit, clean the surface on the cylinder head, clean the washers and the bolts, get everything all nice and prepped up and ready, slap the valve cover back on and everything else, and then we'll be done. So we got the valve cover back on. I do want to reroute the throttle cable, maybe route it somewhere behind or underneath the intake manifold. I think it would look a lot cleaner than having it sitting on top of the valve cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and reroute the throttle cable and see if I can find a place where I can hit this without being exposed. Now that looks way much cleaner than I thought it would be. So practically what I did is that I just route the throttle cable underneath, come right up here, bolted the two bolts to the manifold that holds the throttle cable. Everything looks good besides the valve cover. I mean, it could have been better honestly though, but I think I'm really happy of how the valve cover looks as it was before. I know it's not the best result of how the wrinkle should have come out though, but like I said, it's a learning experience. It is what it is. Like on the next time I go ahead and do it one, then I think it will be a lot better than that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. I know it wasn't really much of a project, but it's something that I really needed to do, and it bugs me from quite a while now. So but I'm very happy and pleased how the valve cover looks. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Aloha, and I'll see you guys on the next one.